mortal clothing. What is the mortal clothing? The world. All right, talking about you can't serve the Lord because you gotta work. You gotta keep your job or whatever, man. You're supposed to be willing to lay down your life, okay, for the Lord. That's it. All right, go ahead.
And put on the immortal and have confessed the name of the Most High.
And confess the name of the Most High, okay, which is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. All right, confess the name of the Most High. That's a relevant thing, okay. Go ahead.
Now are they crowned and receive palms.
Now they crowned and receive palms. That's how you do it. Okay, go ahead.
Then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world.
And how we confess the Son of the Most High? The Bible, man. You only know the Lord based off what he gave us. Talking about the Lord is a spirit. He only came in the spirit. Ain't in the Bible, man. The Lord said he was in flesh and blood. So anybody said that the Lord is the spirit, he has no color, the Lord ain't getting no depth from the Lord, basically. All right? You ain't getting no congratulations from the Lord. You type of niggas gonna get put to death. I don't care if you got a good heart or not, because you ain't confessing the name of the Lord or confessing the testimony.
That's the spirit of prophecy.
Okay? You're supposed to be testifying of Yahushua. Okay, that he's a dark-skinned man. Okay? And if you see a white Yahushua, you're supposed to say that's a lie and that's an antichrist, man. Because that's what the scriptures say. But you want to do what you want to do. So, don't get mad when the Most High do what he want to do with you. Alright? That's just fair, man. Alright, you punch somebody in the face, what you think they're going to do? Punch you back. Okay?
Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Yeah, those people that receive poems, congratulations, acknowledgments, higher levels in the kingdom that will receive that are the people that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Okay? Not people who fall to the world. Alright? Not people who fall to society. Alright? Not people who get overcome. Alright? Your woman make you mad. Now you don't believe in the Bible anymore. You don't hit the highways no more. Alright? You're going through afflictions. Now you can't do the work anymore. Alright? The Lord ain't dealing with them type of people, man. Those are weaklings, man. The Lord dealing with people, dealing with soldiers. That's it. Alright, people you're numb. All you know is the end of the tunnel. All you know is salvation, man. Alright? That's all you know. Okay?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Then the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen.
That's right.
I just had this last one for us.
Subject. Isaiah 65:8. Thus saith the Most High, as a new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servant's sake, that I may not destroy them all. Yeah, that new wine, that new cluster is the elect. Alright, because if you go into that parable, that bunch of grapes, the grapes got bad, man. But there was some good grapes in there. What you do? You pull it out and you save that. And then guess what? You rebuild your whole grape vineyard off that cluster, man. Okay? That cluster will bring another great vineyard back to you. That's what's gonna happen with Israel, man. The elect of Israel. The Most High, the Lord willing, we're a part of that cluster that goes into New Jerusalem. And we're going to rebuild the great vineyard, which is Israel. All right, basically at the end of the day, the Most High is going to destroy all the 2/3 of Israel by thermonuclear missiles, race war, famine, martial law. All right, anything that's in the hour of temptation is going to totally wipe you out. in that time, you're going to use that to wipe you out. Okay? And then what's going to happen, the Israelites that are saved from them said perils, they're going to be the ones that bring the Israelites back. And when they come back, they will be in their right mind. They're not going to come back acting like Uncle Toms and coons, man. Okay? We're not going to come back thinking it's cool to be cool with a so-called white person. We're going to come back knowing that we're Israelites, kings of the earth, with dominion of the earth. That's how we're going to come back. Okay, in our right mind. That's what the brother said earlier, that the law is going to be written out inward parts. There ain't going to be no having to teach somebody, man. Okay? When you come back, everybody's going to have their bids. And the Lord's going to give us the ability to draw our bids. Okay? And you're going to come back, everybody's going to be wearing garments like this. Because niggas only go with the movement. Because if everybody wear garments and bitches like garments, you're going to go get you something like this.
Exactly.
Alright? That's going to be the thing when you come back. So you're going to naturally keep it. And you're going to want to keep it because it's going to be in you. Okay? Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
Yep, the elect look for new heavens and a new earth. Nate ain't looking for a new heaven and a new earth. Right? Nate like it here. He want the kingdom to come. He basically want Esau, all the Edomites, the so-called white man, to come in a circle and say, we're sorry. You know what? I'm about to go fill out an application at McDonald's. You can have the Empire Beats by Dre. You can have First National Bank. Y'all can have everything. That's what Nate wants.
Well, you know how we call them the Decepticons, right?
Yeah.
So remember in the third Transformer, they was trying to bring Cybertron to Earth.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Nate did.
They like Earth, man. They like America. America has the elements they need.
Yeah, they trying to bring the kingdom to the earth,
They
man.
got microphones, they got a studio, McDonald's, cars. They have the elements Nate likes. Okay? So he's trying to bring New Jerusalem to America.
Yeah, America preferably. Yeah.
But the Most High wants to destroy America, man. And rebuild New Jerusalem where it's supposed to be at. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. You know, the reason why I brought it out, just like you said, it's not going to be no agreeing to disagree. It's not going to be none of this madness, man, in the kingdom.
Confusion.
Yeah, preferably confusion, because
the only madness that's going to exist is among the other nations. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're going to have to exist, because we're going to have to put them in check, man. Because they still going to be doing dumb shit, man. And we're going to be checking them. Okay, putting them in order. Because when we go into the kingdom, we ain't going to just be sitting on our asses drinking wine and fucking bitches all day, man. Alright? We're going to be out and about. Okay? We're going to go into China. So-called China, for example. Okay? Just giving a theory. We're going to go into China and get China straight. China going to revolt and act like we're going to hear about them doing whatever that Chinese birthday and all that shit, and we're going to go over and beat the shit out of them. Or put a famine on them. Alright? And put the famine on them. Yeah, they're doing the Year of the Dragon. We're going to put a famine on them. And go there and tell them why we're putting a famine on them. And they're going to correct themselves and keep the laws of the Most High. Okay? Because like you said, they don't know how to keep it. That's why we're going to have to keep on checking up on them. Okay?
that's why the scriptures tell us that in the kingdom, all nations are going to flow unto us. They're going to learn our way, you know?
Yeah.
Because they don't know no damn better, man. Well, they know better, but if you knew better, you do better.
Go back to that Jeremiah 30 right quick. Because you read it earlier. Because I was talking about the kingdom. I think it's like verse 8. Yeah.
Jeremiah 30, verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I shall raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
Oh, Slug, it ain't that one, dude. My bad. Slug. It might be Isaiah 60. You said they all show, like you just quoted it.
Israel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And part of that mercy is, like you said in Jeremiah 30, is the Lord bringing the captivity of Judah and Israel back. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because the next trip after the destruction of America, like the brother was speaking on, is us establishing order throughout the earth. Like he said, going over to China, getting them right. Because for our kingdom to be joint heirs with whom the world calls Jesus Christ, for our kingdom to be righteous, we got to have righteousness all over. It ain't going to be like, you can do this over here, you can do this over here, you can do this over here. No, our kingdom, we're going to get the earth. The earth was made for our sakes. So we're going to inherit the earth, and we're going to rule the earth, and it's going to be ruled in righteousness.
Isaiah.
Right,
Alright, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Yeah, now when you read in the scriptures, a mountain is like a government. So it's talking about the government of the one who the world called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahushua.
And shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Yeah, shall be exalted above the hills. That's what your minor governments. Esau and all of his establishment right now, and the UN Council, how they all get together and all of that. But you don't see those Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in there. Them the hills right there. Because like it said in Ezra, like we read earlier, why we ain't got no part of the world? Because this is their dominion right now. So the Lord's government, that mountain is going to establish above the hills. And what was the last little bit?
And it says, and all nations shall flow unto it.
And all nations shall flow unto it. That's establishing order. They're going to keep our law, statutes, and commandments because that's the right way to do it.
It says, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path. Just like how we got to obey the Constitution in this society, they're going to have to obey the law, statutes, and commandments in our kingdom.
For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Yep, because that's who the Most High gave it to. Like we've been saying all day, this is our book. This is our Bible. Our salvation. So all of that is going to come out of Zion. So we're going to be the ones going around establishing the earth. It tells you that in Ezekiel 38. That we're going to be hiring servants to clean this and do that while we establishing order, man. Why? Because the Lord gave us order, so that's what he's going to give us the power to establish order all throughout the earth.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. No, I just want to bring that part out.